Cardinals, they take care of their work against the Reds. They take 2 out of 3, including the last one that ends up going 13. Your guy Tommy Edman making a big play in extras, obviously, because there's 2 of him on the field. It feels like I don't really know what you want from this series.
Have they won the Central? 6.5 games up on my Brew Crew. Have they won the Central? This team is not a team that goes into slumps. Like the Brew Crew, if they want it, they're going to have to fucking get it, dude. I get Craig Timber, all that shit, but
so
the Cardinals are too consistent for that.
It's a great point. What Goldschmidt's doing, what Arenado's doing, and those guys in the rotation. I'm not going to say it's over. I'm not. The Brewers had a bad patch. Like, there's no doubt about it. And you're right. Like, the Cardinals as a franchise are just so well run that it's hard to picture them blowing it. But I don't know. Like, baseball's a brutal sport. They've got a 2-game set against, so there's 4 games against the Brewers left. So you got to get, if you're the Brewers, you got to get at least 3. And then if the Cardinals just have a 500-ish month, which is very easy to do in baseball, and the Brew Crew do find it after losing it, I think it could be open. I don't think these 2 teams are that far apart. The Brewers just had their bad stretch, while the Cardinals had their hot stretch. But 6.5 is a big amount, man.
And they play one more time. They got
2 2-gamers.
2 2-gamers, yeah.
2 2-gamers. So, and I mean, maybe not, because the Cardinals finish with a 6-game set against the Pirates. So, if they need,
we looked at that before on this show.
Yeah,
yes,
if they need,
very interesting timing for that.
If they need to win that series, but before that's through with the Dodgers. So I don't know, man. Honestly, it's probably 98% wrapped, but I love me some Central Division action. Pujols is nuts. What's that about, man?
What do you mean? He's one of the best hitters we've ever seen in this sport. He's got to pass A-Rod, and I don't like that A-Rod tweet, dude. Like, come on, man.
It's ridiculous.
Why do you always got to make it about yourself?
What do you mean make it about himself when he talks about Albert?
You're right. Well, yeah.
When he talks about Albert Pujols catching his record of home runs, and when he talks about number 13 being available on the Yankees again, you think that's part of it?
Yeah, a little bit. Smoking a cigar for no reason.
My main man, Albert Pujols.
Hey, let me light up this cigar so you can take a video of me. And then I'm going to throw it away because there's no way I'm sitting around smoking this whole damn thing. It's just for looks.
Full pinstripe suit on the balcony, baseball bat and cigar.
Like, this dude goes to the airport, gets his private jet ready to like on the tarmac, and goes and takes a picture in front of it and then leaves and goes home.
That's happened.
Just for the picture.
That has happened.
He probably owns the private jet because he's rich because, he made a lot of money playing baseball.
Oh, he rich.
I can't, you know what? That's Joe's friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, and dude, they have a new friendship, and he likes Joe's, and he's been nice to Joe's, so I understand that, A-Rod's got some weird stuff in baseball, but he's been super cool to Joe's, so now I'm in a weird spot.
You're in a weird spot.
I think
I told you I might see him later in the month at a party.
I mean, dude, if you tell him your boys with Joe's, you're in. So now Joe's is your hookup.
I don't want to be in. I want to challenge him. I'll strike him out. I'll say, hey, I'll put my spikes on. You put your spikes on.
He would be so excited.
He'd probably rake me.
He would rake you, dude.
Listen, I know we're getting off topic here, but I want to say something. I want to hear the chat's opinion on this, okay? Yeah. I'm thinking about doing some content about me getting ready for my alumni game.
Okay.
Because if people remember, they raked me last alumni game. 2 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. So, I'm going to start training. I think it's going to culminate in me dicing up a bunch of high school kids. Maybe I'll just film it for myself and just watch it back.
Okay. Let's get A-Rod to the warehouse. Trev, there are 2 other NL ones to talk about. I'm going to skip Cron real quick just because we should touch on the Brewers because we just did St. Louis, so that makes more sense show-wise. Man, the Brew Crew, they're getting excited for September. The team's got a good history of Septembers under Craig. They're hoping to put the dog days in their rear view. I know we've been talking about a spark a little bit. Maybe it's Mitchell the kid. Garrett Mitchell comes up. He gets his first career home run, a 2-run shot to tie it in the 8th. People are getting emotional. The Brewers come back to win that game. I mean, end of the day, you won 2 out of 3 versus the Pirates, but this team's been searching for something. And maybe it's a shot of life from a kid. Or maybe it's just getting rid of August and putting it in their rear view. But like we just said, if it's not now, it's when for the Brewers. Because if you're not hunting down the Cardinals, which doesn't seem likely, you got to hunt down the Padres, which I don't know, man. That team seems like they're about to go. So it's panic. I don't want to say panic time, but kind of panic time.
A couple things. Shout out Keston Hira for having the type of year that he's having. I don't think anyone's talked about that at all. Walk-off homer. He's got his OPS up to 837. We had real high hopes for this guy. He's still only 22 or 25 years old. Okay, like this guy has plenty of time to reestablish himself and go off and have a great big league career. I really, really want that from him. He's from my area where I grew up.
Oh, wow.
Me, Tyler Glasnow, Keston Hira.
Yeah. Hot.
Other people. Anyways, the Brewers got to go, man. They got to go. We know what happened last night in Arizona, so they lost that one. Snakes are freaking hot. Padres go play the Dodgers. They don't like playing the Dodgers, especially in Los Angeles. Brew Crew. I know the D-backs are hot, but you got to go take care of the D-backs. And it could change just like that.
Yeah.
I don't think they have what's in them. I don't think they have it in them to go get the division. It's not really they don't have it in them. It's more like the Cardinals don't have it in them to lose that division. They just don't, man. This team is too good to give up 6.5 games in September.
Yeah.
Go Brew Crew. I hope they make it close, but I think their shots in the wild card. I like them in a wild card series against anybody. And I think that's going to have to be their path.